What's up guys, Josh Blunt here and welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. We have been brainwashed. We have been brainwashed into believing that carbs are bad and that you need to cut carbs in order to lose weight. But maybe it's just the carb choices that we choose that hold no nutritional value and are pure junk food. So in that case, maybe it's just the food that we're eating that causes us to gain weight and not necessarily the carbs. So in this video, I'm going to go over 7 essential carbohydrates to not only help boost your metabolism so you burn more calories throughout the day, but also to keep you full for longer periods of time so you consume less calories throughout the day. And with that being said, let's get started. Now, before you stop eating carbs, let's take a look at some healthy carb options, what they can do for your body, and maybe you just need a little adjustment. So healthy carbs have a list of good benefits, including being nutrient dense, giving your body lasting energy. They can improve exercise performance. Very high in fiber, which not only makes you feel full for longer periods of time, but can also improve your digestion. They can also stabilize your blood sugar levels. All right, let's start with the first carb source, one of the OGs, and that is oats. We're talking about old-fashioned oats. We're not talking about instant oatmeal. Instant oatmeal is nothing but sugar and sodium, so avoid that, but get yourself a hold of some old-fashioned oats. Eating regular steel-cut oats is linked to an average of a 7% drop in LDL cholesterol. It's also a soluble fiber, which means it's going to absorb water in your stomach to help you feel full for longer periods of time. Oats also have a low GI or glycemic index, therefore they will help control blood sugar levels. One serving of old-fashioned oats contains only 150 calories, 3 grams of fat, 0 sodium, and roughly 27 carbs, with 4 dietary fibers and 5 protein. This has been one of my favorite breakfasts of all time. You can add a range of healthy toppings, including fruit like bananas, strawberries, blueberries. You can add nuts, you can add honey, you can add cinnamon, all kinds of things. This is the perfect way to start your morning. All right, the next carb source that I want to talk about is sweet potatoes. This is one of the best side dishes that you can add to a meal. One of the greatest things about sweet potatoes is that they are naturally sweet. Who would have guessed, right? This means that you don't need to add any additional sweeteners to your meal. One sweet potato consists of just over 100 calories, less than a gram of fat, over 20 high-quality carbs, a small amount of protein, and nearly 4 grams of fiber, which is going to help satiety throughout the day. It also contains over 400% of the vitamin A that your body needs on a daily basis. Many studies show that they can also help prevent some cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and even obesity. Now, there's obviously a lot of other factors that go into play when we're talking about the development of chronic diseases, but if it helps, it helps. Now, even though that sweet potatoes are extremely healthy for you, they can also be prepared extremely unhealthy by adding brown sugar and marshmallows to them like they do on Thanksgiving, or frying them up into French fries. These are the unhealthy options that we want to avoid, so if you're looking for the healthier options, try to boil them, roast them, or steam them to make it a little bit healthier for you. All right, and the next carb source that I want to talk about is not only a good source of fiber, but it also helps to build lean muscle mass by helping in a process called protein synthesis. Remember, by building lean muscle mass, it's also going to increase your metabolism, which will help you to lose weight faster. And that carb source is going to be quinoa. Quinoa is one of the most nutrient-dense carbs available. Quinoa has a handful of healthy benefits packed with minerals like copper and magnesium, which is going to help fight off free radicals, as well as iron and phosphorus, which is going to help with energy production and cancer prevention. Quinoa is also the only carb source that contains the 9 essential amino acids that your body needs, including lysine, which is going to help with muscle recovery after a workout. So that's going to be that protein synthesis process that we just talked about, by helping you to build more lean muscle mass. Quinoa can be the perfect energy boosting alternative breakfast if you don't want to do the oats, but it can also be a perfect side dish for lunches. Alright, so the next carb source is not only great for satiety, so it's going to keep you full for longer periods of time, but it is also a great source of protein as well, and that's going to be black beans. First off, black beans are excellent for maintaining your bone health, and the reason is because there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in black beans, including iron and phosphorus and calcium, magnesium, copper, zinc, among many others that are going to contribute to building strong bones. So if you do any kind of resistance training or running, anything where you're putting a lot of pressure on your bone structure, this is going to be perfect. And because of the low sodium in the beans, if you buy the low sodium kind, as well as the vitamins and minerals, it's also going to be great for lowering your blood pressure. And as we all know, high fiber content is going to contribute to a healthy digestion and also weight loss. And the reason is because, as I said on this channel many times, high fiber foods are going to give you a sense of fullness throughout the day, which is going to decrease your appetite. And if you're decreasing your appetite, you're obviously going to consume less calories throughout the day. Alright, and the next carb source is going to be very common if you are a marathon runner, but let's be real, most people do enjoy them anyways, and that is going to be bananas. And the perfect thing about bananas is that they can be added to a lot of different things. You can make banana bread, you can make peanut butter toast with bananas, you can make smoothies, and one of my personal favorites is going to be protein pancakes. Can't get enough of those pancakes. Alright, so a very common theme here is that many of the foods that I'm talking about are very high in fiber, right? Bananas contain 3 grams per banana, and the best foods are going to be the ones that make you feel full, like foods high in fiber, but are also very low in calories. One medium-sized banana has just over 100 calories, 27 carbs, and again, 3 grams of fiber. It's common knowledge that bananas are rich in potassium. We all know that. Foods high in potassium are great for heart health. They can also relax the walls of the blood vessels, which is going to lead to lower blood pressure, which could also lower your risk of stroke. Alright, so the reason that I chose bananas is obviously they're healthy, but you can also carry them very easily. Like if you're going on a road trip or something like that, you can also purchase them year round. And let's be real, I love my protein pancakes, so that's a non-negotiable. But most fruit is going to hit these same healthy standards. Most fruit is going to be high in fiber and very low in calories. Berries are a great example of this. You can eat 1 pound of strawberries, which is going to fill you up a little bit at least, and it's only going to be 150 calories. So it's going to be high in fiber and only 150 calories. So any fruit is going to be a great snack, so feel free to mix it up. Alright, so the next carb isn't necessarily a high carb choice, but it does contain a lot of fiber and some carbs, which is a great way to fill yourself up without consuming a ton of extra calories, and that is vegetables. Now, I get that most people aren't a big fan of leafy greens, but when it comes to losing weight and being healthy, depending on how important that is to you, sometimes you just gotta put in a little bit of extra work. Something like spinach is a great source of calcium, vitamins, iron, and antioxidants. 1 cup of raw spinach is mostly water and only has 7 calories to it. So you can eat as much of these leafy greens as possible without worrying about any extra calories. Another great vegetable is broccoli. 1 cup of chopped broccoli only has 50 calories and has lots of vitamin K and vitamin C. As we all know, there's going to be many different vegetables that fit into this low-calorie, healthy category, high in fiber, and they keep you full for longer periods of time. If you don't like vegetables, I completely get it. Take a step back and look at how important is it to you to lose weight or get to your goal weight. If it's truly important, maybe add a few vegetables to your plate, get full fast, get full for longer, and consume less calories. I promise you it will help. Alright guys, and the last carb source is one of my personal favorite snacks, and that is popcorn. Now you gotta be careful with popcorn because you can add a ton of calories to it with added sugars and butter. But if you can stand just some regular popcorn, it is the perfect weight loss snack. The reason that I love popcorn is that popcorn is a whole grain. So to follow the common theme here, it is a great source of fiber. If you're not adding any other flavors and loads of butter, then this is one of the lowest calorie dense carbs that you can eat. This isn't the same as movie popcorn, obviously. Movie popcorn can hold up to 1,000 calories and have 2,500 milligrams of sodium. Lots and lots and lots of salt. But if you have just a little control over what you're eating, like air-popped popcorn, it's a great snack. It also contains a lot of polyphenols, which are antioxidants linked to better blood circulation and digestive health. So if you're looking for a good snack and fruits and vegetables are just not going to cut it, look for some low-sodium, low-calorie popcorn to satisfy that craving. Regardless of your approach, if you're looking to get healthy and to get lean, you're going to have to make some sacrifices, and a strong mindset is going to set you apart from other people. There is no fast food diet that's going to get you the same results. So depending on how important your goal is, sometimes you're going to have to make sacrifices by choosing leafy greens over a bag of chips. But you don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to cut your calories in a day by 1,000 in one day. You don't have to change your entire nutrition plan in one day. You can start small, just by being aware of the healthy and unhealthy choices that you're making on a day-to-day basis, and start to slowly add in some low-calorie dense food that are the healthier options. That's going to work. Alright guys, that is it for this video. One last thing, make sure you reward yourself for even the small wins. Even if you change your nutrition plan even a little bit, it's still a step in the right direction, so make sure that you're rewarding yourself for those wins. If you found this video valuable, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out those free ebooks that I have linked in the description box down below. If you want to know the equipment that I use every single day to stay in shape year-round, even when the gyms are closed, I have all the equipment that I use linked in the description box as well, so feel free to check that out. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys on the next video.